Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this episode of G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert, day 3 of the Great Seed Giveaway. That's right, they're going to be about 230 so, no, I'm sorry, 130 so packs of seeds in a box going to a lucky winner at the end of this contest. And it's real easy. I'm going to be showing you the rules in a minute. For those of you who are new and coming aboard, those of you who have been playing along for the last 2 days, you're already really into it and you know how to do it. And I heard a few of you say you're having fun out there. Well, that's good because I'm having fun too. All right, high pressure setting in. Only 58 degrees out there, but no winds. Top breeze today was only 6 miles per hour. And here we are on December 15th, 10 days from Christmas. But it's actually 1 week from one of my favorite days of the year. And I say one of my favorite days because I have a few of them. And what would that be? Well, on the 22nd, that's the day after the winter solstice. So the days start getting longer again. Yay! Well, the days don't get really longer. Just the light of the day gets longer. And it starts off with like a minute or so a day and climbs up as the year goes along. But yep, that's all. We're all done with, as of that next week, a week from today, we're all done with the days getting shorter. And then they start going up again. So beautiful, right? I love it. Everybody else out there love it? Leave a comment below. Let me know how you feel about it. All right, here we go. Back to the rules. This is for the newcomers. You must be a subscriber to my channel. So click subscribe down there. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. When you click subscribe, it's just going to say subscribed. And then a little thing will pop up and say notifications. It looks like a little bell. All you have to do is click on that and you'll be notified as soon as I post the next video. So you won't miss out on the next video's rules and you won't miss out on the next video's entries. Because you can get up to 3 entries per day per subscriber. Now, you got to watch the video closely. You got to spot a package of seeds somewhere outside of the garden house or greenhouse, but somewhere where it just doesn't belong. And when you spot that pack of seeds, it's going to have a binder clip on it. Let me grab one here. Similar to this one. Okay, that will be the location of the seeds. Then I will sneakily take that little clip off of there and move those packets of seeds. And I've added a little twist to it today because, as I told you others before, it's going to get trickier and trickier each day. So there's a little change to today's. I put the seed package on the clip backwards. So you don't see the front of the seed pack. You're not going to see the picture of what's inside of it. You're just going to see words on the back to tell you where to plant it and when to plant it. And then, once it's moved, I'll flip it over so you can actually see what kind of seeds they are. That will be your 3rd entry. So you can put them all 3 together in the same comment. You don't have to make separate comments. And it's actually easier that way because sometimes people put them in separate comments and their last comment comes in before their first comment. And then I have to reply to them saying, hey, you didn't say I'm in and what state you're from. So I can't give you your 2nd or 3rd entry until I get that. And they'll say, I did send that. Well, it came in later. So put them all on one and that way I'll get them. And you'll get your 3 entries. And an entry is good each day, but you have to do it after each day's video. So at the end of this video, then you can actually start, and that's when it'll be posted. And you have to watch the whole video because the end of the video is when it starts. So don't try entering something earlier than the time that it was posted plus the time of the video, because I can do math. But you got to do it. You got to post it before the following day's videos, because each day is a different pack of seeds. And the different pack of seeds each day ends up in the box of seeds that you're going to be receiving if you're the winner. So I'm adding extras to it. Okay, so the seeds are as is. There's no returns or exchanges, no quantities and types to be decided by anybody but me, and no special orders. The winners have to claim within 3 days from the drawing, provide an eligible mailing address, or forfeit any claim to them. Giveaway begins on December 13th after the announcement video, which has already gone a couple of days ago. And last entry will be accepted on December 19th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, you'll have to do the math for what time it is in your state. But if you're all the way on the East Coast, it's 3 hours difference. So that's 9 p.m. your time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right. The winner is drawn by a randomizing app on my iPad. And this offer is void where prohibited. Yay. Go figure. So it's a weird world that we have to put strange warnings on stuff like that. You know, it's a sad thing to think about how these people are going to live in the world as it grows older, because you know, you have to put things on a pill case that says these are to be taken internally. What are you going to do? Put them up your butt? It doesn't say suppository on there. You know, and things like you buy a hairdryer, and on the box of the hairdryer it says, warning, not to be used in the shower. Now, who in the heck dries their hair in the shower? Come on. Jesus. You wash your hair in the shower. You dry it when you get out of the shower. Anyway, we're going to head on down because I did put the EcoSafe chicken door on today, and I'm a little concerned about it because I know it works by sunlight. So I covered it with a dark towel, and I stood there for a good 3-4 minutes, and it never closed. So if it doesn't close tonight, I'm going to have to go out there with a flashlight and pull the battery pack out of it, and then I'll have to put the regular pull rope back on. I'll show you I disconnected that so I can manually open and close it until I figure out what's going on with that unit and why it's doing that. But I'm going to leave it on there until the sun sets, probably go a half an hour after sunset to 45 minutes, maybe even an hour after sunset. I'll come out about 5:30 or so. And if the door isn't closed at that time, then it's not working. And then I hope it does work. And then in the morning, we'll see if it opens when the sun comes up. Because the sun comes up right over there now this time of year. But it will hit that thing probably 6:30, 6:45 in the morning. We'll see if it opens. Hi, kids. How are you doing out there? I'm coming to show you a new door opener to my watchers and followers. So they're going to want to see that. There it is, mounted right above the door, just as the instructions said. It's exactly as the instructions said because I had them in there with me and I went over them one by one as I installed it. And it's real important on that thing. It does say don't put the battery pack in until it's actually hooked up and ready to go, because it's got a setting on it. So you have to raise the door to its full open position, which I did, and then you measure 6.5 inches up and 4 3/4 inches apart, and you put the screws in the wall, leaving them stick out 1/4 inch, and you hang it on there. And then while your door is propped open at its full open position, you tie the little string that's coming out of the bottom of the thing onto the top of the door. And that's all there is to it. Then you put the battery pack in, and it actually, at that point, it sets itself. So it knows that's the full open door. So when it gets dark out, there's no more light hitting that thing. It's supposed to use the weight of the door to close the door. And then when the sun comes out, it'll raise the door. And another important thing, it says that the door cannot exceed 8 pounds. So I checked it. And how did I check it? Well, I went and got my little fishing scale out here. And there it is right there. And I put my fishing scale on the door and I pulled up on it. And it's only 4 pounds. So I'm only half the weight of what the maximum weight is required. And that's good because you got to remember that's a bare wood door. And that's because it's my wood, right? No, it's a bare wood door. There's no paint on it. So if it gets wet, it's actually going to get heavier. So I don't think it's going to hold 2 pounds of water, but it will get heavier. So you don't put something that's like 7.5 pounds on there. Say, well, I'm a half a pound clear. Because if it gets wet, it's going to be too heavy for the door. All right, so we got all of that settled. That's all there is to it. And we're going to take a hike back up to the house because I'm getting thirsty and I want a beer. And you know why I want a beer? Because I'm not going to have one. I'm going to have wine tonight. Sangria on the rocks. Yeah, that sounds good. Sangria wine on the rocks. Oh, that sounds really good. Making my mouth water right now. And then for dinner, I'm making chicken a la king. But there's one other problem. You see all my clothes here. See the big wet spot on the ground below them. Well, my clothes washer took a crap today. So I'm going to have to get a new one. And this one, for some reason, it doesn't want to do the spin cycles. It doesn't want to change from one cycle to the other. And it takes forever to fill up with water. Then it doesn't do a rinse cycle. So I think the computer board in it's just bad. So I'm not going to mess around with it. Of course, it's only like 5 years old. But that's the way they build things nowadays. And it's a Maytag. But can't find a Maytag repairman anywhere anymore. So I'll just go and I'll check some of the local stores around here and see what I can get. I did check Home Depot today, and they wanted just under $500 for one. Of course, I get 10% off for my military discount, so that helps. Anyway, that's all there is to it. So I'll be heading inside now, get my wine, and we'll see what else we could do. Good luck today on the drawing, and don't forget, you get up to 3 entries, and that's all for the day, and then, or for the video actually, not for the day, and then you got to wait for the next video before you can get 3 more. So I was thinking that down the line I might add a little twist to this whole thing, and in the last couple of days I'm going to let you get a 4th entry with a little extra that you have to do to get that 4th entry. We'll see. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe. You have to be a subscriber to be eligible for this. You have to be in the U.S. too, I'm sorry. Well, actually, you could be anywhere you want to be as long as you got a U.S. address to send it to. So if you got friends or family in the U.S. and you live in another country, go ahead and enter. And then when I ask you for the address to send it to, give me their address and they can get it to you somehow. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me. G Bear signing off.